Fall is upon us, and that only means one thing: fall thrifting. You would think I'd have enough clothes, especially enough thrifted clothes, but no, I wanted fall sweaters. I was in the Fort Wayne area and I had this whole big master plan of hitting every single thrift shop. By the way, there's tons. If you are in Fort Wayne, you live in Fort Wayne, you have tons of thrifting all around you. Granted, most of them are like Goodwills and Salvation Armies, but still. I was able to go to 9 thrift stores out of the, I don't know, probably like 30 thrift stores in Fort Wayne. My plan was to start up north and make my way south. I didn't get that south. I was mostly up north for most of this. So that's why all these thrift stores are in the same general location. I just ran out of time. Let's stop wasting time and get into this because I know you want to see my thrift store finds. I started off at Goodwill on DuPont Road, I believe. It's really hard for me to do thrift store reviews based on the clothing that they have because thrift stores get new clothing in all the time. But I can review it based on price. This Goodwill was okay. I thought it was a little bit expensive, but in hindsight, it was average. I found a lot of cool stuff there, and they did have a clearance rack where everything on the clearance rack was like $1 or something like that. Also, they did have very clean bathrooms. So when I was at Goodwill, I got this adorable sweater. I did wash all of these, and then I put them back in the bags just for the video. But when I washed it, it did get a hole in it. So it was perfectly fine in the store. This is just my fault. Also, this sweater from Goodwill was $5.99. If you go right across the street, there's a Salvation Army. This Salvation Army was probably the most priciest true thrift store that I've been to. I don't know why they were charging so much for their stuff. I found this jacket from Kohl's. It was a leather jacket. It was on clearance at Kohl's. You could see on the tag $180. Salvation Army was selling it for $90. And like, I get it, that is 50% off of what it was selling for in the store, but still, I don't know anyone who's actually going to pay that. And then I know I got a video of jeans that were $17, but I did see jeans in there that were $20 or more. I did find a few cute things there. A lot of the tops were similar in price to Goodwill. I got this black turtleneck. This was $5.99, same as Goodwill. And I also got this cute quarter zip. This was on sale for 50% off. So this came out to $2.49. The next place I went was actually right across the street from Treasure House. I really liked this thrift store. Everything was very clean. I didn't find any clothing with holes in it, stains, rips, nothing like that. And everything was a base rate, except for their boutique section. If you're gonna be thrifting in Fort Wayne, I would recommend going to like those 3 stores just because they are so close together. Also, right next to Salvation Army, there is a place where you can get boba. I got Thai tea. It was really good. And if you go, you might see a Polaroid of me up on the wall. After that, I went to another Salvation Army. This one was not as expensive as the first Salvation Army. Their clothing selection was okay. I noticed they had a lot of their winter accessories out. I just think they wanted too much for them. I don't know if I got a picture of the tag, but I do remember there was this hat. It was a beanie or a headband or something. It was super nice. Tag still on it. And those were marked up a bit. I think they were like $15. So I don't know if this is just like a Salvation Army thing to do or what. But anyways, after that, I went across the street to, I think it was Lighthouse. And I also went to another Lighthouse family thrift. There's 2 not too far from each other. Both of these stores had the best prices I have ever seen at a thrift store. For the most part, it's just a base rate. I did find some things that were marked separately, but for the most part, everything was at that base rate. Price is amazing. I just didn't find anything I really loved at these stores. The next place I went was Franciscan Center. I can look at the receipt. Franciscan Center. There's 2 Franciscans, basically really close to each other. I went to both. I didn't realize this, but the day I went, they were having 50% off absolutely everything. By the time I got there, it was way later in the day. It was packed, it was crowded. Everything was kind of picked through, and it was hard to look at anything. At one of them, though, on Coldwater, I did find 2 things that I loved. I found this black button up. This was like, I don't know, $2.50 or something. And then I also found this red quarter zip, and I love this. This was also like $2.50. The total came out to $5.34. And finally, the last place I went to was Plato's Closet. And I hate to say it, this is probably the store I recommend if you're looking for something specific. Like, I was looking specifically for fall sweaters and fall accessories. Just so you know, you will be paying a bit more than thrift store prices. However, after being in some of those Salvation Armies, I would say the prices are starting to get pretty competitive. So one sweater was $14, one was $16, and the other was $12. And these were all really great quality and really exactly what I'm looking for. I really wish I would have discovered like some cool thrift store that kind of no one knew about with the best clothes at the best prices, but it really seems like Plato's Closet was like the way to go. I got this sweater, this super cute pumpkin colored sweater, and this really cute orange sweater. There were so many thrift stores in Fort Wayne. When I'm in the area next, I definitely want to go to all the others. I would definitely recommend stopping in all of the thrift stores that I talked about. Something that's really nice is that all of these are pretty close to each other, so it wasn't a ton of driving. Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!